Section 2-1. Air conditioning and audio. Air conditioning. Automatic air conditioning controls and rear cooler controls. For vehicles equipped with navigation system, please refer to the separate navigation system owner's manual. Automatic air conditioning controls. You can adjust the brightness of the display. See instrument panel light control on page 74 for details. The automatic air conditioning automatically maintains the set temperature. In the automatic operation mode, the air conditioning selects the most suitable fan speed, airflow, air intake and on-off the air conditioning according to the temperature. The ignition key must be in the on position. Notice: to prevent the battery from being discharged, do not leave the air conditioning on longer than necessary when the engine is not running. 1. Auto button. 2. Off button. 3. Driver side temperature display in degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade. 4. Fan speed display. 5. Airflow display. 6. Passenger side temperature display in degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade. 7. Windshield airflow button. 8. Passenger side temperature control button. 9. Dual temperature setting mode change button. 10. A/C button. 11. Mode airflow control button. 12. Fan speed control button. 13. Air intake control button. And 14. Temp driver side temperature control button. Airflow selection. A. Climate control. Setting operation. Automatic control. Step 1. Push the auto button. An indicator light will illuminate to show that the automatic operation mode has been selected. Airflow quantity, switching of the diffusers on/off of the air conditioning and switching of the air intake between recirculated and outside air are automatically adjusted. The operation status is shown by each indicator. When one of the manual control buttons is depressed while operating in automatic mode, the operation corresponding to the button depressed is set. Other conditions continue to be adjusted automatically. Push the off button to turn the air conditioning system off. And step 2. Use the temp or passenger temp button to set the desired temperature. The temp or passenger temp button is used to set the desired temperature. The temperature will be controlled on the driver and passenger side simultaneously or individually. Temp button changes the temperature on the driver and passenger side simultaneously or the driver side only. Passenger temp button changes the temperature settings separate from driver side. Dual button changes the mode of the temperature setting. The indicator on the dual button has two modes, with the indicator on for individual temperature setting, with the indicator off for simultaneous temperature setting. Driver side setting, passenger side setting, and mixed setting. Setting operation. Manual control. When one of the manual control buttons is depressed while operating in automatic mode, the mode relevant to the depressed button is set. Other conditions continue to be adjusted automatically. If manual airflow selection is desired, the outlets from which air is delivered can be selected manually by pushing the button. The function of each mode is as follows. 1. Panel. Air flows mainly from the instrument panel vents. 2. Eye level. Air flows from both the floor vents and the instrument panel vents. 3. Floor. Air flows mainly from the floor vents. And 4. Floor/windshield. Air flows mainly from the floor vents and windshield vents. If quick heating or cooling is desired, push the temp or passenger temp button on either side and hold it until max hot or max cold appears on the display. If manual fan speed control is desired, 1. Fan speed at low and 2. Fan speed at high. The fan speed can be set to your desired speed by pushing the appropriate side of fan speed control button. The higher the fan speed is, the more air is delivered. Pushing the off button turns off the fan. To remove exterior windshield frost, use the high speed setting. If manual switching of air intake is desired, each time you push the air intake control button, the mode changes in order from the recirculated air mode to outside air mode, then back to the recirculated air mode. Each indicator light shows which mode is now selected. 1. Recirculated air mode. If quick circulation of cooled air is desired, select this mode. 2. Outside air mode. The system will take fresh outside air into the vehicle. To prevent fogging up of the windshield, the air intake mode may change automatically to the outside air mode depending on the condition of the air conditioning system. For example, when the ambient temperature is low, the air intake mode may change automatically to the outside air mode. This is not a malfunction. If quick circulation of cooled air is desired, push the air intake control button for recirculated air. The indicator light will come on. For normal use, it is best to keep the air intake control button set to the outside air mode. If recirculated air is used during heating, the windows will fog up more easily. If manual on/off of the air conditioning is desired, push the A/C button to turn the air conditioning on, and push it again to turn the air conditioning off. The air conditioning does not work if the outside temperature is lower down to around 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. If the system is used for ventilation, heating in dry weather or removing frost or exterior fog on the windshield, turn the air conditioning off once it is no longer required. This will improve fuel economy. The air conditioning can be used for year-round automatic temperature control including cooling and dehumidifying operation. If the air conditioning compressor does not operate, the indicator of the A/C button will blink. If the indicator of the A/C button blinks, even when the A/C button is pushed again, have the compressor checked by your nearest Lexus dealer. B. Windshield defogging and defrosting. To remove interior fog on the windshield, push the windshield airflow button. To remove frost or exterior fog on the windshield, Step 1. Push the temp button to set the maximum temperature. Step 2. Push the windshield airflow button. Step 3. Push the fan speed control button on the right side to obtain a maximum airflow. Step 4. Leave the A/C button off. When the windshield airflow button is pushed, air flows mainly from the windshield vents and turns on the defogging function with the purpose of clearing the front view. Pushing this button once again returns the airflow mode to the last one used. This button allows the air intake to select the outside air mode automatically. This is to clean up the front view more quickly. If you want to return the setting to the recirculated air mode, push the air intake control button once again. Push the A/C button for dehumidified heating or cooling. This setting clears the front view more quickly. Caution. Do not use the windshield airflow button during cooled air operation in extremely humid weather. The difference between the temperature of the outside air and that of the windshield could cause the outer surface of the windshield to fog up, blocking your vision. C. Operating tips. To help cool down the interior after parking in the hot sun, drive for the first few minutes with the windows open. After the excess heat has blown away, close the windows. Make sure the air inlet grills in front of the windshield are not blocked by leaves or other obstructions. If airflow control is not satisfactory, check the side vents and rear vents. C. D. Center vents and side vents. On humid days, do not blow cold air on the windshield. The windshield could fog up because of the difference in air temperature on the inside and outside of the windshield. Keep the area under the front seats clear to allow air to circulate throughout the vehicle. On cold days, set the fan speed to high for a minute to help clear the intake ducts of snow or moisture. This can reduce the amount of fogging on the windows. When driving on dusty roads, close all windows. If dust thrown up by the vehicle is still drawn into the vehicle after closing the windows, it is recommended that the air intake be set to the outside air mode and the fan speed to any setting except off. If following another vehicle on a dusty road or driving in windy and dusty conditions, it is recommended that the air intake be temporarily set to the recirculated air mode, which will close off the outside passage and prevent outside air and dust from entering the vehicle interior. Heating. For best results, set controls to. For automatic operation, push in the auto button. Temperature. To the desired temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Air conditioning. Off. For manual operation. Fan speed. To the desired fan speed. Temperature. Towards high temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Floor. Air conditioning. Off. For quick heating, select recirculated air for a few minutes. To keep the windows from fogging, select outside air after the vehicle interior has been warmed. Push the A/C button on for dehumidified heating. Choose floor/windshield airflow to heat the vehicle interior while defrosting or defogging the windshield. Air conditioning. For best results, set controls to. For automatic operation, push in the auto button. Temperature. To the desired temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Air conditioning. On. For manual operation. Fan speed. To the desired fan speed. Temperature. Towards low temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Panel. Air conditioning. On. For quick cooling, select recirculated air for a few minutes. Ventilation. For best results, set controls to. For automatic operation, push in the auto button. Temperature. Towards low temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Air conditioning. Off. For manual operation, fan speed. To the desired fan speed. Temperature. Towards low temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Panel. Air conditioning. Off. Defogging and defrosting. The inside of the windshield. For best results, set controls to. For automatic operation, temperature. Towards high temperature to heat, low temperature to cool. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Windshield. For manual operation, fan speed. To the desired fan speed. Temperature. Towards high temperature to heat, low temperature to cool. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Windshield. When the windshield airflow button is pushed, air flows mainly from the windshield vents and turns on the defogging function with the purpose of clearing the front view. Pushing this button once again returns the airflow mode to the last one used. This button allows the air intake to select outside air mode automatically. This is to clean up the front view more quickly. If you want to return the setting to recirculated air mode, push the air intake control button once again. Push the A/C button for dehumidified heating or cooling. This setting clears the front view more quickly. On humid days, do not blow cold air on the windshield. The difference between the outside and inside temperatures could make the fogging worse. The outside of the windshield. For best results, set controls to. For automatic operation, temperature. Towards high temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Windshield. For manual operation, fan speed. To the desired fan speed. Temperature. Towards high temperature. Air intake. Outside air. Airflow. Windshield. When the windshield airflow button is pushed, air flows mainly from the windshield vents and turns on the defogging function with the purpose of clearing the front view. Pushing this button once again returns the airflow mode to the last one used. This button allows the air intake to select outside air mode automatically. This is to clean up the front view more quickly. If you want to return the setting to recirculated air mode, push the air intake control button once again. Push the A/C button for dehumidified heating or cooling. This setting clears the front view more quickly. To heat the vehicle interior while defrosting the windshield, choose floor/windshield airflow. D. Center vents and side vents. Center vents. Side vents. If airflow control is not satisfactory, check the center vents and side vents. The center vents and side vents may be opened or closed as shown. E. Checking and replacing the air conditioning filter. The air conditioning filter information label is placed in the glove box as shown and indicates that a filter has been installed. The air conditioning filter prevents dust from entering the vehicle through the air conditioning vent. The air conditioning filter is behind the glove box. The air conditioning filter may clog after long use. The filter may need to be replaced if the airflow of the air conditioner and heater experiences extreme reductions in operating efficiency or if the windows begin to fog up easily. To maintain the air conditioning efficiency, inspect and replace the air conditioning filter according to the maintenance schedule. In dusty areas or areas with heavy traffic flow, such as inner city or desert areas, early replacement may be required. For scheduled maintenance information, please refer to the owner's manual supplement/scheduled maintenance. Step 1. Open the glove box and unhook the zip as shown above. Step 2. Push in each side of the glove box to disconnect the claws. Step 3. Take out the filter case. Step 4. Remove the filter from the filter case. And Step 5. Inspect the filter on the surface. If it is dirty, it should be replaced. When installing the filter in the filter case, keep the arrow pointing up. Information. The air conditioning filter should be installed properly in position. The use of air conditioning with a filter removed may cause deteriorated dust-proof performance and then affect air conditioning performance. Rear cooler controls. 1. Rear cooler vents. 2. Fan speed control button. 3. Rear cool button. And 4. Temperature control button. A. Rear cooler on/off. To turn the rear cooler on, push the rear cool button with front air conditioning on. To turn the rear cooler off, push the button once again. When you turn the rear cooler on with the front air conditioning off, the cooling device is not operated. B. Airflow control. The fan speed can be set to your desired speed by pushing the appropriate side of the fan speed control button. Auto mode. The fan speed is automatically adjusted only when the airflow setting of the front air conditioning is in the panel mode. C. Temperature control. The temperature of the cooled air can be adjusted between 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius of the temperature of the front air conditioning system. Push the left side of the button to lower the temperature. Notice. To prevent the battery from being discharged, do not leave the rear cooler on longer than necessary when the engine is not running.